Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Have you ever wondered how some people stay calm and collected, no matter what life throws at them? Today, we're unlocking the secrets to achieving unshakable inner peace through 10 powerful Buddhist principles. Picture a life where chaos and stress can't touch your inner calm. Sounds incredible, right? Stick with me as we explore these timeless teachings that can transform your life. As Buddha wisely said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Ready to embark on this journey to tranquility? Let's dive in. Principle 10. Trust the process and let go. First up, let's talk about trusting the process and letting go. This principle is all about releasing our tight grip on life's outcomes and learning to flow with what comes our way. Buddha taught, you only lose what you cling to. Think about that for a second. We often stress ourselves out by trying to control every little detail. But what if we could just trust that things will work out as they're meant to? Imagine you're holding onto a rope for dear life. Your hands hurt, your muscles ache. But the moment you let go, there's relief. That's what letting go feels like. When we stop trying to control everything, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and reduce our stress. Life becomes a lot simpler. Living by this principle means doing your best in every situation but not being overly attached to the results. It's like planting a seed. You can nurture it, water it, make sure it gets sunlight, but you can't control exactly how or when it will grow. By letting go of rigid expectations, we can live more freely and find peace in the present moment. Think about a river flowing down a mountain. If you try to control its path, you'll only cause more turbulence. But if you allow it to flow naturally, it finds its way smoothly. Similarly, our lives flow more harmoniously when we trust the process and let go of unnecessary control. Trusting the process also means having patience. Personal growth and transformation take time. Obstacles and setbacks are part of the journey, but they often lead to greater insights and opportunities. Embrace uncertainty with a sense of openness and watch how your resilience grows. Practices like mindfulness and meditation can help develop this sense of trust, keeping us grounded and present. Imagine you're baking a cake. You've mixed the ingredients, preheated the oven, and set the timer. Now, you just have to wait. Opening the oven door every few minutes won't make the cake bake faster. In fact, it could ruin it. Similarly, in life, once we've done our part, we need to trust the process and have patience for things to unfold naturally. Trusting the process doesn't mean being passive. It's about active engagement with life while maintaining a flexible attitude. It's about doing your best in the present moment and letting go of the need to control the future. This doesn't mean we should stop planning or setting goals. Rather, it means we should approach our goals with a sense of openness and adaptability, ready to pivot if needed. Letting go also involves releasing past regrets and future anxieties. The past is done, and the future is yet to come. By focusing on the present moment, we can fully engage with life as it is happening. This mindful presence allows us to respond to life's challenges with greater clarity and calm. Trusting the process means understanding that life is a series of ups and downs. Just as night follows day, challenges and successes are part of the natural cycle. When we accept this rhythm, we stop resisting and start flowing with life. This acceptance brings a profound sense of peace and contentment. Finally, let's remember that trusting the process and letting go is a practice. It's something we cultivate over time. Each time we choose to let go of control, we strengthen our ability to trust. Over time, this practice transforms our lives, leading to greater inner peace and resilience. So, next time you find yourself gripping too tightly to an outcome, take a deep breath, and remind yourself to trust the process. Life has a way of working out, often in ways we can't foresee. By letting go and trusting, we allow the magic of life to unfold in its own beautiful way. Principle 9. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a game changer. Buddha once said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little, and if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick, and if we got sick, at least we didn't die, so, let us all be thankful." This teaching highlights the power of gratitude in shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have. Every day, take a moment to reflect on the good things in your life. It could be as simple as a warm cup of tea, the laughter of a friend, or even the fact that you're alive and breathing. This simple practice can transform your outlook on life. When we focus on our blessings, we cultivate a positive mindset, reducing stress and boosting our happiness. Gratitude also strengthens our relationships. Expressing appreciation for the people in our lives builds trust and deepens connections. A simple "thank you" can go a long way in making someone feel valued and respected. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we develop a mindset of abundance, leading to greater contentment and joy. Gratitude also fosters compassion. When we recognize our own blessings, we become more aware of the struggles of others, encouraging us to extend kindness and support. This sense of interconnectedness brings us closer to those around us, creating a more compassionate and understanding community. Principle 8. Focus on ethical living. Ethical living is at the heart of Buddhism. Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think you become." This means that our thoughts, words, and actions shape our reality. Living ethically involves adhering to principles such as honesty, compassion, and respect for all beings. Ethical living starts with understanding that our actions have consequences. In Buddhism, this is known as karma. By focusing on right actions and moral behavior, we create a foundation of integrity that shields us from negative influences. It's about being truthful, kind, and fair in all our dealings. When we live with integrity, we build trust and respect, fostering positive relationships and a sense of community. Honesty, for example, builds reliability. When we speak truthfully, we create an atmosphere of trust and transparency. Kindness and compassion towards others not only help those around us but also bring joy and fulfillment to our own lives. Simple acts of kindness, like helping a neighbor or showing empathy to a friend, can have profound effects on our well-being and happiness. Respecting all living beings, including animals and nature, reinforces our connection to the world and promotes harmony. Ethical living helps us develop a clear conscience, reducing feelings of guilt and regret. It encourages us to think before we act, ensuring that our actions align with our values and do not cause harm. By living ethically, we maintain our mental and emotional well-being, staying true to our values and fostering a sense of peace and harmony in our lives. It's about taking responsibility for our actions and their impact, creating positive ripples that enhance our own lives and those of others. Principle 7. Living according to nature. Living according to nature means aligning ourselves with the natural world and its rhythms. Buddha said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life." This principle encourages us to recognize the interconnectedness of all life and appreciate the beauty and balance of the natural world. By adopting natural rhythms, such as rising with the sun and resting when it sets, we enhance our physical and mental well-being. This alignment with nature's cycles helps us feel more balanced and less stressed. It also promotes a healthier lifestyle, encouraging activities like spending time outdoors, eating whole foods, and practicing mindfulness. Living according to nature also means respecting and protecting the environment. This mindfulness fosters a sense of responsibility and stewardship for the planet, ensuring that we contribute to the well-being of all living beings. Embracing the simplicity and wisdom of nature helps us find peace and resilience, free from the artificial stresses of modern life. By focusing on the essential and letting go of unnecessary complexities, we create a more peaceful and fulfilling life. This way, we remain unaffected by the artificial stresses of modern life, finding solace and strength in the natural world. Principle 6. The Power of Acceptance. Acceptance is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy. It involves embracing things as they are without resistance or judgment. Buddha said, "Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be." Acceptance doesn't mean passivity, it means recognizing the reality of the present moment and responding with clarity and wisdom. When we accept situations and people as they are, we free ourselves from the pain of trying to change things beyond our control. It's like being in a boat on a river. Fighting against the current will exhaust you, but by accepting the flow, you can navigate more effectively. Practicing acceptance also fosters compassion and understanding. By accepting others' flaws, we build stronger, more empathetic relationships. This creates a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and understood. Acceptance allows us to conserve our energy for positive actions rather than wasting it on resistance. By embracing the present moment and letting go of resistance, we reduce our suffering and maintain a state of calm and contentment. Principle 5. No one can hurt you without your consent. Buddhism teaches that no one can truly hurt you without your consent. This means that while others' actions can be hurtful, our reaction to them is within our control. Buddha said, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path." Think of a tree standing firm against a strong wind. It may bend, but it doesn't break. Similarly, by cultivating inner strength, we can withstand life's challenges without being deeply affected. This principle encourages us to take responsibility for our own well-being. Instead of blaming others for our pain, we focus on building our inner resilience. Imagine you have a shield that protects you from harm. When someone says or does something hurtful, you can use this shield to deflect the negativity. This shield represents your inner strength and resilience. By strengthening this shield through practices like meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection, we become less susceptible to external negativity. Meditation helps calm our minds and builds our focus. When we meditate, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. This helps us respond to challenges with a clear and calm mind. Mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment. When we practice mindfulness, we pay attention to our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. This awareness helps us recognize when we're being affected by others' actions and allows us to choose a peaceful response. Self-reflection involves taking time to think about our actions, thoughts, and feelings. It helps us understand ourselves better and recognize our patterns. When we reflect, we can see how we've reacted to situations in the past and find ways to respond more calmly in the future. Understanding that no one can hurt us without our consent empowers us. It gives us the freedom to choose how we respond to life's adversities. For example, if someone criticizes you, instead of feeling hurt, you can choose to see it as an opportunity for growth or simply acknowledge it without letting it affect your self-worth. By maintaining our inner peace and not allowing others' actions to disturb us, we live a more serene and empowered life. It's like being in a bubble of calmness, where external chaos can't penetrate. This doesn't mean we ignore or avoid problems, but we handle them with a stable and peaceful mind. So, remember, you have the power to decide how you react to what others say or do. By strengthening your inner self, you can remain calm and composed, no matter what challenges come your way. Principle 4, be strict with yourself, tolerant of others. Buddhism teaches us to hold ourselves to high standards while being tolerant of others' faults. This means we should strive for personal excellence without being harsh or judgmental towards others. Buddha taught, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. By being strict with ourselves, we focus on our own growth and improvement. We become more disciplined and develop a stronger sense of self-respect. At the same time, being tolerant of others helps us cultivate empathy and understanding, recognizing that everyone is on their own journey. This balanced approach not only fosters personal development but also enhances our relationships with others. By practicing self-discipline and tolerance, we can remain calm and composed, unaffected by others' actions or mistakes. This way, we build a harmonious life filled with personal growth and compassionate connections. Principle 3, turn envy into emulation. Instead of feeling envy, Buddhism encourages us to turn envy into emulation. When we see someone succeeding or possessing qualities we admire, we can choose to be inspired rather than envious. Buddha said, do not be jealous of others' good qualities, but out of admiration, adopt them yourself. Think about it, when we admire someone's success or qualities, we can learn from them and use their achievements as motivation to improve ourselves. This shift in perspective helps us grow and become better without feeling diminished. Envy is a negative emotion that drains our energy and happiness, but emulation is positive and empowering. By turning envy into emulation, we stay positive and focused on our own growth, unaffected by comparisons and negativity. It's like seeing someone climb a mountain and instead of feeling jealous, you feel inspired to start your own climb. This way, we transform a potentially harmful emotion into a powerful force for personal development. Principle 2, everyone is a teacher. In Buddhism, we are encouraged to see every person we encounter as a teacher. This means that everyone we meet, whether they bring us joy or challenges, has something valuable to teach us. Buddha taught, when watching after yourself, you watch after others. When watching after others, you watch after yourself. By adopting this mindset, we can turn negative experiences into opportunities for growth. For example, if someone is unkind to us, we can learn patience and compassion. Viewing others as our teachers helps us remain open-minded and less affected by negativity. This way, every interaction becomes a chance to learn and grow, keeping us centered and resilient. Imagine treating every encounter as a lesson. Each person you meet adds to your understanding of the world and yourself. This perspective fosters humility and gratitude, making us less reactive and more thoughtful. When we see others as teachers, we approach life with curiosity and openness, ready to learn and grow from every experience. Principle 1, insults and offenses only have power if you give them power. In Buddhism, we learn that insults and offenses only have power if we give them power. Imagine someone throws a rock into a pond, the water ripples but eventually settles back into stillness. Similarly, when someone says something hurtful, it can disturb our peace for a moment, but we can choose to let it go and return to our calm state. Think of it like this: if you catch a cold, it can make you feel awful for a while, but eventually, your body heals and you feel better. In the same way, hurtful words might sting at first, but if you don't dwell on them, you can quickly recover and find your peace again. Buddha said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. This means that when we hold on to anger and resentment, we are the ones who suffer, not the person who insulted us. Their words are often more about their own issues than about us. By understanding that others' words reflect their own state, we can see them with compassion rather than letting their negativity affect us. Imagine someone is carrying a heavy bag of garbage. They might get tired and grumpy, and if they throw some of that garbage at you, it's not about you, it's about the heavy load they're carrying. Recognizing this helps us respond with understanding instead of anger. By practicing these principles in our daily lives, we can cultivate a state of mind where nothing can disturb us. It's like building a strong, sturdy house that can withstand any storm. When we let go of anger and resentment, we create a solid foundation of peace and stability within ourselves. True peace comes from within. It's not about what happens to us, but how we respond to it. When we stop giving power to others' negative words, we take back control of our own happiness. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others seeking inner tranquility. Remember, the power to remain peaceful and undisturbed is always in your hands.